Alrighty, welcome to another hour of smooth jazz here in the Power Max Cube. Yeah, my voice is still, let's just say, we're trying out a new baritone here. But I'm pretty happy about opening Mox Sapphire here. There's a Mox Emerald. We know we're not going to get that one. But the perfect start to the Power Max, the best Mox. There's also Swords to Plowshares, Mystical Tutor, Chromatic Star, Miscal Prism. I actually might get something back here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's Life Death, Prism, Star, Death Greeter, Winds. Something might come back. But in any case, we're taking Mox Sapphire and we are cruising. This cube's been a lot of fun. Huge shout out to Chris Wolf for putting together a really fun cube. And let's see where we go next. I think it might just be Jace the Mind Sculptor. Is it really? Jace isn't the best, but honestly, with a Mox Sapphire, it gets a lot better. And Frantic Search and Fiery Confluence are the other cards I'd be looking at. I don't think I want to take a Splinter Twin here. Chain of Smog is funny. It's with Witherbloom Apprentice and Sedgemoor Witch because you can just keep targeting yourself and copying it. But I think I'm in for Jace. All right. Could be a nice control deck. We'll see. Oh, and look, there's the Witherbloom Apprentice. There's also Prismatic Vista and Mystic Confluence. Kind of just want to take Mystic Confluence. We have Jace, we have Mox. There's also Doomsday. I love Doomsday in this cube. I could take Doomsday here. Doomsday has been really good, but I think I should take Mystic Confluence. Feels like blue control could be the way to go. This pack, there's a Walking Ballista, a Fabled Passage, a Council's Judgment, a Beseech for that Doomsday. I could just take Talisman as well. Kind of like Talisman. I think Fabled Passage is not the best. It's a little bit slow. It's an Evolving Wilds until, turn 4 or 5. Whereas Talisman can ramp out either Jace or Confluence, and it's good with Mox. Land Mox Talisman, turn 2 Jace. Let's do it, right? Ooh, nice. Now we get a Polluted Delta. That works perfectly. And Talisman and Delta, I could easily play black if I get like a Thoughtseize or something. I like Bitter Triumph. I really like Toxic Deluge with this start, but clearly we're not passing up on Delta. Mishra's Bauble, also not a bad one. I think I'm into Spec on Breach. I'm always into Spec on Breach. There's also a Malevolent Rumble that goes nicely with Breach, though. I'm not really thinking I'm going to wheel that or be playing green, but basically I'm giving up a Rafine's Tower, which it would just make Delta into tapped white because Delta's already blue and black. I don't think that's a huge loss. So yeah, let's just take the Breach here. 6-pick Breach. It means that presumably no one's taken Brain Freeze ahead of us. They could have taken LED, but if you had taken LED, you also would have taken Breach. So I think that it's a pretty decent sign here. There's a Frantic Search that might wheel. Oh, there's LED. Also, Fourth Year Lingus. I get this is the Power Max Cube, but Fourth Year Lingus is still really good. So let's just go ahead and take Lion's Eye Diamond here. And now we're a Brain Freeze away from having a really nice start. All right, so here we have a choice because Savai Triumph is pretty nice with Delta. It turns Delta into red and white. Sphinx of Forgotten Lore is kind of interesting. 4 mana, 3/3 Flying Flash, and when it attacks, it Snapcasters. There's also Faithless Looting, which is pretty nice with Breach. Let's just go Savai Triumph, though. I think Faithless Looting is fine, but I'm not going to be that unhappy because aside from actual Breach, it's just not that good. And now I do like Chromatic Star, though. I don't really have a big use for Scrubland. I'm not a big Displacer Kitten fan. I think Pentad Prism isn't bad, but Cantrips are really nice with Breach, so let's just take that. All right, so Brain Freeze obviously very high on my list of cards to look for, but I like everything else that's going on too. Having a Jace and a Mystic Confluence along with this Mox and Talisman, like a Delta and a Savai Triumph, we have like good mana, 2 good high-end cards, 2/3 of maybe the best combo in the cube, or at least close to it. Yeah, what is the best combo in the cube? I guess in this Power Max cube, having a Time Vault and a Voltaic Key is the best because it's just 2 cards and very cheap to win, but Flash Worm is also pretty high up there. Oh, this is interesting too. There's Spire Bluff and there's Thought Scour. Thought Scour is really awesome with Breach. Kind of just want to take that. The Spire Bluff obviously would be very good. I'm not considering any of the other cards. Let's go Thought Scour. Oh, Doomsday came back. All right, I'm slamming that because Doomsday goes nicely in Breach style decks too. It's also great with LED. Guess I'll take Concealed Courtyard, though I'm not very likely to play it. So casting Doomsday can be tricky. I guess Pentad Prism would have helped with that. Those Chromatic Star is also really good with Doomsday. Actually, it might even be better because you can set up Doomsday, then Crack Star to kill him. Take a Liliana, though I'm probably not playing it. Going for Dark Ritual or Cabal Ritual can help cast Doomsday for sure. Manamorphose can help. The Talisman being black helps as well. But very, very good pack 1. Have like some outs to some really sick combos. Have a Mox. Have a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I'll take a Cantrip. So the thing, nice Thought Scour too. Thought Scour is great with Doomsday. So one of the things that's so strong about cantrips with Doomsday is if you have like a Chromatic Star in play or a Soul Guide in play and you cast Doomsday, you can usually just crack it and the cantrip and win right there. Okay, this pack has Flash and Comet, but I'm going to take this oddly arted Demonic Consultation. Actually, I know why the art's weird. It's because the really old art, like Demonic Consultation and Urza's Bauble is the other one that's got weird art in this cube. They can't use the old art, I believe, because of like licensing things, because the artists own the art still. The really, really old art, that was the case. So they got new art for it so they could put it in the cube, which is awesome. Daybreak is just really killing it. If Limduel's Vault Wheels, I'll be really happy. But now with Demonic Consultation and Doomsday, Thassa's Oracle just becomes an instant win, an unpassable card. Well, I'm not passing Demonic Tutor either. This is shaping up to be a real power max. And oh man, I would love a Dark Ritual, but gotta take Demonic Tutor. I've had plenty of cough drops today also, don't worry. Yeah, let's take Demonic Tutor. Pass Dark Ritual, Marsh Flats, Mox Diamond. Echo of Eons. See, look, there's that Urza's Bauble I was telling you about. Echo of Eons to go with LED is great. All right, so Brain Freeze and Thassa's Oracle. Let's go. Either of those just go completely nuts in this deck. And if I get both, this is going to be an incredibly good one. Also could use blue-black duels or just any Grixis duels, really. So going to be on the lookout for those. And I guess some counter spells would be nice. I have 0 disruption so far, aside from like a Mystic Confluence, and I guess Jace can bounce creatures. Funnily enough, Frantic Search would have been better than Jace. I would snap trade those two right now. So goes to show, maybe Frantic Search is better. Here, there's a Wish Claw, but look, no one else takes that card. I think I'm going to take Spell Pierce. I like Spell Disruption, especially in this powerful cube, more than Creature Disruption. And Trinket Mage is okay, but not that impressive. All right, there's a Badlands. That'll help with the Delta. Don't really want Spirit Guide. Windswept Heath is, I think, too far away from what I want. I would rather just have the Badlands here. Here, I think I take Entomb. Entomb is a combo with Breach, because you can basically act as a tutor with Breach. You can Entomb for Echo, so it's kind of like a draw 7. And I just don't think Fire Covenant or Invert are really... I mean, I would play Fire Covenant and still be pretty good. But I think I just want to go full combo here. Now, there's Sword of the Meek for full combo. But I think I'm going to take Night's Whisper. Pretty good at just drawing some cards and setting things up. I don't think the bolts are that good, and Saheeli is not really what I'm looking for. And then here, there's a Kite Sail Freebooter, but I think I'm just going to take Consider. I'm just going to load up on cantrips. I mean, I'm just trying to full combo. So I know I'm not getting Oracle or Brain Freeze pack 2, so it's going to be a big pack 3, because currently my deck doesn't do anything. It's one card away from fulfilling 2 combos, which are just busted, but currently it's not doing that. All right, so not this pack, but next pack, we'll see if Dark Ritual wield. It doesn't seem very likely, but you know, stranger things have happened. That would be pretty nice. Well, there's Limduel's Vault. There's also Tendrils, but this looks like way more of a Limduel's Vault deck. It can just set up any combo. You look at the top 5. If you don't like them, you pay a life to do it again and again. So you can kind of get some good setups. All right, no Dark Ritual, but I'll take a Blood Crypt. A second Badlands is fine. This taps down a creature and gives you the Monarch, but I don't think the Monarch is great when you have no way to defend it. Metamorphosis Fanatic is actually pretty funny with Limduel's Vault, because you can put it on top, but I'll take a Kaito, or actually maybe I take Tamio. I have no green, but no, I'll take Kaito. I'm not going to play any of these, honestly. And then here, I guess an Elvish Spirit Guide, though. It's pretty unlikely. Oh, this gets an artifact or creature. That's exactly the wrong kind of duress. I think I'd rather have a Spirit Guide. Maybe I'll play something like that. All right, I'll take a free Fire Covenant. What is going on? I know this is a powerful cube with lots of combos, but like Fire Covenant's still pretty busted. All right, Brain Freeze Oracle. Brain Freeze Oracle. Let's go. It'll be tough if I see one of those in like a Lotus, but I'll just take the Lotus and hope to wheel them. I guess I won't complain if I get a Lotus, but an ideal world is I open that and then get past one of those cards, or both. Let's see. This is a big pack 3 because this deck could either be one of the best decks I've drafted or a deck that can't win a game. And currently, it can't win a game. It has no way to win. Like, literally, this deck actually could not. I guess technically I could cast a Simian Spirit Guide and attack with it 10 times, or I could play Jace and somehow ultimate it when they don't do anything. But you add one Oracle, all of a sudden this deck's killing on turn 3 a lot, or a Brain Freeze. And you add both, and this deck is going to be just a complete monster. So I'm excited. This is a big one. This is a big one. Let's go. Let's go. They're slow rolling us on the packs. All right. Well, none of the cards I wanted, but I opened a Mox Pearl, so obviously that's pretty great. Take that over Narset. This is actually probably one of the worst Pearl decks you could imagine. I'm not complaining, but I've got a lot of very low color requirements. Still, or colorless requirements rather. Still, Chromatic Star and Talismans are good ways to spend it, or Jace or Confluence. All right. Mox Pearl in. See, Mox Pearl, I would have taken Oracle or Brain Freeze over Mox Pearl there. That actually wouldn't have been close. Lotus and Time Walk would be a little closer, but I don't think we're going to have that choice at this point in time. Let's get the Simian Spirit Guide out. I'm not going to need that, I don't think. All right, here, still nothing. So there's a Xander's Lounge. It's probably worse than Darkslate because I already can fetch red-black. There's Oko. I don't really care about Oko. There's Tezzeret. I don't have Time Vault. So yeah, let's just take a Darkslick Shores. I mean, actually, one reason to take Xander's Lounge is that Darkslick Shores actually has a pretty good chance of wheeling. Xander's Lounge is a lot less. All right. I'm fine doing that. All right. Nope. Still no. I'll take Remand. Remand is good. 5 packs left. Oh, this is going to be a tragedy. A tragedy, I say. All right. I'll take a Time Spiral. I mean, this deck's not getting up to 6 that easily, but Time Warp doesn't really do much. I don't really care too much about Concealing Curtains. All right. Time Spiral it is. 4 packs left. Oh, just one of the two would be really nice. Obviously, both would be great. I think if I were to choose one, it'd be Thassa's Oracle, because Breach would still be good even without Brain Freeze. All right. I'll take Mental Misstep. This card's busted. Also very good against me, funnily enough. 3 packs left. I have every card that goes with these cards, so no one presumably is taking them unless they're randomly hate drafting. Oh, no. I could take Crabomination to try to cobble together a win, but would that even really have a chance? I think I'd rather just take a Duress. 2 packs left. I could technically even get both. I could get one then the other. I can't see. I can't look. All right. Let's see. Is there any other card that could sub in at all? I guess Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. I mean, Gush is good with Doomsday. There's also Bolus's Citadel, but this doesn't look like a very good Bolus's Citadel deck. Okay. Cool. One of 2 cards that no one else wanted. All we needed is just them to be open at some point in the entire draft. Oh. I mean, Spellseeker would have been great here. What can this deck do? I just can't do anything. All right. Well, I guess that's that, huh? Damn. We had these cards. We had, in pack 1, we had Breach, LED, and Doomsday. We had it all in pack 1. Man, this is really disappointing. Yeah, what are that? I guess there's now a Vaultborn and a Sneak in the same pack. True Name. I mean, does Vaultborn do anything? I can't even put it into play. Carnage Interpreter. Sure, I guess I'll take Vaultborn. I'm not sure why. There's a Sedgemoor Witch and a Triplicate Titan. Sedgemoor Witch makes a bunch of spells, I guess. I mean, I kind of have the mana for Tide Hollow Sculler-ish. Yeah, I guess I literally can't play this deck. This deck would have been so unbelievably busted with either of those win conditions. If it had both, it'd be basically unbeatable. Even with just one. With Demonic Tutor, Limduel's Vault, I guess Spellseeker eventually, Doomsday, Echo, LED, 2 Moxes. I could put a Kaito in my deck. That doesn't really do anything. All right. There's a Through the Breach. Okay, I guess I could Through the Breach Vaultborn Tyrant. Well, I'll take out the Doomsday and the Demonic Consultation, and the Entomb probably. I mean, Entomb doesn't really do anything. All right, I guess I'll try to win some games with Sedgemoor Witch and Vaultborn through the Breach. Why not? I think the Entomb is kind of bad. I think Underworld Breach could still be okay. I could hardcast Vaultborn with LED. Gush is just pretty bad. Kaito's okay. So this is 14 lands plus those. Okay, I guess I will try it. I guess Liliana could also provide something. I think Time Spiral could be decent, I suppose, as well. Spellseeker, yeah, gets Demonic Tutor. So this, I need to cut cards. I guess, is the Liliana good? It doesn't seem very good. Same with Kaito, but I guess I do need some ways to kind of interact a little bit. I could cut Soul Guide. I could cut Limdual's Vault, maybe. Is the Breach good? Underworld Breach good? I actually kind of think it could be. Kaito Shizuki seems kind of bad. 14 land plus those doesn't sound crazy. Limdual's Vault. I guess I can try to set up those two cards. It's kind of bad, but I mean, I have Demonic Tutor and Spellseeker and a bunch of card draw. Maybe I'll just take out the Soul Guide. All right. And now I probably don't need much red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red already. Yeah, one more is fine. 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. Okay. Oh, no forests. Let's go one more blue. Oh, this is one too many. Never mind. All right. Let's go. All right, time for oh, yeah, I mean, sure, this is a great draw. If this deck, was functional. We'll see. Fire Covenant's going to come in big, I think. If you're going to have like one piece of interaction, Fire Covenant's the piece, because it just kills all their stuff, and hopefully you don't need to do that multiple times. I mean, I guess I technically can't cast it yet, but I'm not too worried about that. Turn 1 Night's Whisper on the play with a Mox is really nice. And then I have Spell Pierce and Fire Covenant, so covered non-creatures, covered creatures. All I need to do is find Vaultborn in through the Breach and then hope somehow that just gets the job done, huh? All right. Badlands, Mox. See, the other draft I did the other day, where that blue-green deck where I just couldn't win, that deck, I knew most of the way through the draft that I was kind of in trouble. This deck, I didn't think I took like any wild risks here. I just had 2/3 of 2 different incredibly good combos and just ended up not in a spot where I could use them. I just never found any of the other things. Giver's annoying because of it stops the Fire Covenant, or at least makes it a lot worse, but hopefully I can Liliana it at some point here. All right, I will, I guess, not remand the Soul Ring. I will remand Loran. Oh, Jace is pretty nice. Okay. Good attack. Good attack on their part. People don't attack with Giver enough. So the question now, I think I just Jace here. I could Liliana the Giver, but I don't need to do that. Oh, I didn't play around Daze, did I? Or Force. Oh, that's on me. I mean, I kind of wanted to Jace into a fetch land, but which, I do have, but obviously there being free counters in the cube means I should have really left up Spell Pierce here. I was thinking, I'm playing against White Weenie. I don't really, it's not really going to be too bad, but all right, that worked out. Let's put Fire Covenant on top, I guess. I'm just going to leave up Spell Pierce, even though I don't know how likely it is they actually Spell Pierce me. And then they're going to get to play Loran at the very least. And that's fine. It'll blow up a Mox. And then they might attack with Giver of Runes, in which case I could, Fire Covenant them. No, this is something else. Seasoned Dungeoneer. Oh my god, that's much worse. Oh, and it's a cleric, so they get to explore. Alright, well, that's annoying. The initiative is very strong, and I guess I needed this Spell Pierce to counter that Soul Ring, huh? Did I have Spell Pierce in my hand when they cast Soul Ring? Did I just like blank on that somehow? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. Let's just draw some cards here. I need to find that Vaultborn stuff bad. Okay, now let's put back Island, Xander's Lounge. I mean, this is actually pretty good. Get Demonic Tutor, and then Fire Covenant. Those. And then now they can take the initiative. They can go to Forge or whatever. Probably Scry too. And then they forged onto my Spellseeker. Okay. Such a choice you could make. They really wanted to deal 5 to me, I guess. I mean, Liliana plus Collective Brutality should be pretty good here. We'll see. I really hope they don't kill my Spellseeker. Lauren, I'm totally fine with. They'll probably kill the Sapphire, even though they could kill the only white source I have. Okay. Don't kill my Spellseeker, please. Just play another creature. Oh, Thalia? Jeez, okay. This is totally fine now. So how do I want to do this? I kind of want to go Collective Brutality and go you and oh, this is awkward. Hold on. If I kill Thalia, I guess I could just kill Thalia and then Liliana the Loran. Alternately, I could Jace the Mind Sculptor, bounce the Loran. Or Thalia. I don't really want to bounce Loran, obviously. I could bounce Thalia and then Collective Brutality, and that leaves Liliana in hand. I guess I kind of like that, so let's go. If I'm going to do that, I think... How do I want to do this? No, I lose a Jace Brainstorm here. How much do I care about that? I don't think having Spell Pierce up matters too much. They have a lot of mana. I'm definitely going to Collective Brutality and kill something. The question is, do I want to kill the Thalia and just kill the Loran and have Jace up? Or do I, because if I kill the Thalia first, I can then play the Liliana. Or do I want to bounce the Thalia, kill the Loran? I can Demonic Tutor as well. It's pretty close. It's pretty close, honestly. I guess I kind of want to bounce Thalia. Collective Brutality. I don't think I want to discard a card to gain 2 life. Discard a Blood Crypt. They might not have any spells in hand, but getting to look at their hand is important. Oh. They have Solitude? Oh my god. Okay. Well, shoot. I could Demonic Tutor. They're going to Solitude in response if I do, so I think I'll just attack. Yeah. Well, I could. They're pitching Luminarch. Okay, so they have Thalia and 2 lands in hand. Okay. Can't Spell Pierce that. I could Demonic Tutor for Limduel's Vault and hope to find Breach Vaultborn in the same 5 cards. All right, I'm in for that. Let's do it. Because they have a Thalia. That's what they're going to play here. I'm going to take 5 down to 9. It's not so bad. And then I technically even have another turn where all they do is draw a card. But obviously that's... Oh, I don't want them doing that either. All right. See, traders is down. It'd be nice if they didn't draw another creature here. Oh, what is this? Come on. All right, that actually doesn't... It's not so bad. All right, let's Limdol's Vault. Underworld Breach. Oh, so Underworld Breach, Echo, Time Spiral. I could, like, Jace bounce Thalia and then Liliana the Oliphant, or I could just Jace bounce Thalia. How good is that? Really needed them not to draw a big creature, but here we are. Could also draw 3. I could Liliana them, and then they would sack the Oliphant probably. Brainstorm with Jace. Echo LED. I'll just pay a life here. Put these on the bottom. There's Through the Breach. Oh. Bottom. There's the Vaultborn. And Underworld Breach Echo. I don't think that the Vaultborn is close enough to the Breach that I can stack them together. Yeah, we're dead. Let's just Limdol's Vault ourselves. All right. And put these in any order. All right, fine. I could have done like a time spiral thing, I guess, but it just didn't seem like I was that likely to win. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? Unfortunate part is I actually had one of my better draws that game, and they still just got me pretty good. The Solitude was obviously just really unfortunate. All right. Wrong Breach, but maybe we can find it here. And Collective Brutality is decent. Having half my combo and a Collective Brutality seems like an okay start. Okay. Onslaught Pride. Oh. I'll put this on top. That's fine. I can cast... I'll be able to cast this thing pretty soon. I'm just going to give that -2/-2. They just didn't seem to have very many spells in their deck. I just need to find a red source, and I can just cast a Vaultborn Tyrant. The dream. Because I go Breach... The problem is if I binned LED, I wouldn't have enough cards to LED twice. Well, let's see. I can go LED, Breach, sack, and then I have to have 6 cards. So I'm still not even there on casting both. But it's okay. I'm just going to lose quickly. And, in the vein of there's been a recurring... Oh, they just didn't attack? Oops. Okay, well, that's... kind of nice, I guess, but so far I've also managed to draw really badly, just all blue and black sources here. It'll be a Power Max tradition. I draft the deck, it doesn't work, I draft another deck. We'll see if that works out. Okay. Take 6 here. And... yeah, if I had either of the Oracle Brain Freeze, this would have been a very easy matchup. But I didn't, and it isn't. There we go, Liliana. Got you. Make them sack a creature here. All right, pass the turn. So now drawing a red does let me cast Vaultborn because I don't need to sack LED twice. I just need to sack it once and then play Vaultborn out of the graveyard here. So you should attack me with Kari Zev and Liliana with Ragavan if you care about killing Liliana, which honestly you may not, but it's usually good practice to kill a Planeswalker. Why not? Okay. Alright, well, Spellseeker at least. We'll find Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor will find Xander's Lounge. And pass the turn. So what's kind of interesting here is I do get to go, and this is why this deck is it's such a tragedy. I have Breach, LED, Demonic Tutor. I could kind of cast everything from my whole deck, but nowhere really to go with this. And they just are leaving mana up, so they presumably have some kind of answer. I don't know. LED. Underworld Breach. Yeah, I can like Demonic Tutor and like Time Spiral or something, but I think I'm just gonna cast Fallborn Tyrant. Let's go. Surely this is gonna work. Polluted Delta. Sack this. Did a Subvi Triumph. LED. And that's it. I can't do anything else. I guess I could have gotten a non-cycling land. They're just going to play Solitude. Because I just know what's going to happen. All right. What just, this is brutality of the collective variety. All right. I got it in me to do another draft here, but man, this is soul crushing. All right. Well, as you can tell by my voice and the change of clothes, I actually there's an intervening day or two in between drafts here. Just a couple days. But, we're back at it. And this time, I got high hopes. I'm open to Mana Crypt. That's a good card. No holds barred indeed. Passing a Bowmasters, a Verdant. Bolus of Citadel might come back. But we'll just take Mana Crypt to start with and see where that goes. All right. Here's the thing. The right pick is clearly Undermounted Adventure. Initiative cards are busted, and Mana Crypt is like the best card with initiative cards, just about, because they all cost at least 2 colorless, mostly 3 colorless. I could also take Preordain or Emrakul, but you know what? I just tried to shoot the moon rather in the first deck. Didn't work out, though I think I still kind of ran a little bad. And this time I'll just take Undermounted Adventure. I'll play it a little straighter. We'll see how that goes. See, if I'd taken Preordain, I would just take Brain Freeze. But, Mana Crypt isn't at its best in those decks anyway. And I'm going to take Bloodstained Mire here. There's also a Doomsday. Sylvan Caryatid is, in some ways good with this. But I honestly would be fine just splashing this. And Bloodstained Mire makes that a lot more doable. So fetch lands are still pretty busted. So I will still take them. And, this is a good start. Obviously, Mana Crypt, Preordain, Brain Freeze was also been a kind of nice start. I will say, if I had gotten the choice between Undermountain Adventure and Brain Freeze, that's a different story, but yeah, that wasn't what was on offer. And then here, well, now there's a Green Sun Zenith, which definitely can get Undermountain Adventure. There's also Mystical Tutor for that other deck, and there's Bloodbraid Challenger and Pyrokinesis. Those are both fine cards, but I think this is a good spot for Green Suns. Maybe I won't be splashing green. Oh, I'll just take Hex Drinker now. Okay. I'm going to dedicate this draft to J-Bro. He loved a Mana Crypt more than anyone else I know, and he definitely loved drafting red-green 3-drops, so let's see how this goes, huh? This pack, there's an iteration for the other deck, the Shadow Government, as it will. I guess I could take Utopia Sprawl. I mean, if I'm heavy green, it's a good accelerant. Yeah, that's better than taking Subtlety or Generous Plunder, I think. So let's just go ahead and do that. And base green, and I don't even know what my second color or third colors are, if any, but obviously I do expect to play more than just green. You don't usually end up there. Oh, hi, Jules. And here, I guess there's a Phyrexian Metamorph, but I'm kind of into Springheart Nantuko. It does good things with fetch lands, and copying Undermounted Adventure is actually really busted. You keep getting the initiative? All right, I'm in for that. Copying Hex Drinker is kind of interesting, except you can't give the original pro everything or the Springheart falls off. So up to your old tricks, are you, Jules? Oh, and here we go. I mean, I do like a Fire Covenant. I have a Bloodstained Mire, but Ursine Monstrosity, this is the deck for it, and this card is really strong. You might not have seen this one in action. It's a relatively recent addition. So it's 2 and a green for a 3/3 trample. In the beginning of combat, You mill a card and choose an opponent at random. Well, it's just your opponent. There's only one. And then this has to attack. But it also gets indestructible and +1/+1 for each card type among cards in your graveyard. So like this is often attacking as like a 5/5 or a 6/6. And here I'll take Commercial District. It goes well with Bloodstained Mire. I don't really want Crop Rotation. Don't care for Probe, and Hedge Maze looks like a worse fetch. And I think I'll take Bitter Triumph. Grim is red, which I have a little more inroads into red, but this is just a really good removal spell, and I think having a little interaction is great. Oh, likewise, I'll take Duress. I think Duress can fill in some of the gaps of what this deck might be missing. Oh man, I do love a Pyrokinesis, but actually this looks like a Night's Whisper deck. Yeah, we'll just be Golgari. Oh, Nurturing Peatland, perfect. Okay, I mean, this kind of seems reasonable to me. Also, Bloodstained Mire gets green off Commercial District, and yeah, I've got Duress and Night's Whisper. I guess I'll take Horizon Canopy. I could end up, if I get like Titania, Sylvan Safekeeper, that sort of thing, an additional Horizon Canopy land could be good. Oh, last pick, Blooming Marsh? All right, let's see. You know, this is the No Holds Barred, Power Max Cube, and we're drafting the Rock. But we do have Mana Crypt and Undermine Adventure. Both those are kind of busted cards, so I'm feeling good about the amount of unfairness we have, despite this being a pretty fair shell. All right, pack 2 time. See if we can get some more action here. Accelerants are good. An actual Bayou would be really nice. Well, a Mox Ruby, I'm not going to complain. Mana Crypt, Mox Ruby, these are some opens. And there's also Cankerbloom, Mind Twist, and Shifting Woodlands are all interesting cards to wheel. But yeah, slamming Mox Ruby. And I've got pretty good red fixing, so if I get like a Bombardiers or some good red card, I'm in. Okay, so here there's a Barrowgoyf, which is a good card, but this deck's not going to be the best at putting cards in the graveyard. It has Bloodstained Mire and Duress and Night's Whisper, but I think I'll just take a fetch, and I think I'm supposed to take a black fetch. Arid Mesa gets Commercial District, but I kind of feel like black is more of a main color than red. There's also Endurance, which I would love to pick up, or Concealing Curtains, but fetch lands are just so powerful. Plus, Marsh Flats can get white, and I'm hoping for a Seasoned Dungeoneer or White Plume Adventurer. Those would be some really nice pickups too. And then here, well, I guess I'll just take Polluted Delta. There's also Emberwild Captain, but I don't know, fetch lands are awesome. And there's Malevolent Rumble, Witherbloom Apprentice, Sylvan Library, and Dotha Triumph, Godless Shrine. There's a million cards I could potentially wheel. Let's just take Polluted Delta. Plus, once you have 3 fetch lands and like maybe a Duel or a Triumph, something like that, I mean, Territorial Kavu's gone, but I could play 5 colors worth of cards if such things presented themselves. So we'll have to see. Like, for example, despite there being a Birds here, now I actually feel like I can just take Psychic Frog. Psychic Frog is a lot more castable once you have all those fetch lands, and it's just a busted card. So I like Bristly Bill too, Metamorphosis Fanatic. I mean, like I said, Birds is good, but Psychic Frog is just unbelievable. So I'm going to take Psychic Frog and hope that I get a couple duels here to make this all work out, though I think I will. This pack's interesting. Unmask is like a Pitch Duress, or Pitch Thoughtseize actually, which, you know, is powerful, but this isn't a deck that's going to have quite enough black cards for it, and pitching a Duress to cast a Duress doesn't do that much. I'm not sure how good I'm going to be at Nethergoyfing, but honestly, maybe I'll get there. I don't think Fabled Passage is very good. It's okay. I'll just take Nethergoyf. Nethergoyf is pretty solid. Karn's kind of interesting with Mana Crypt, but I don't think I need to do that. Now I'm probably just going to take Emperor of Bones. I just really like Emperor of Bones. It's just a solid card. Llanowar Elves isn't too hot. I like Tidehollow Sculler too, and I do have that Marsh Flats and 2 other fetches, but I feel like I could just take Emperor of Bones and take a mono black card. It's great. I think K-Command's also quite strong, but I like Emperor of Bones. And then here, Urza's Bauble looks like it could be sick. It's great with Nethergoyf, and you know, just a little cantrip thing fills the graveyard. There's also Darkslick Shore's Corpse Dance. I don't think I'm taking Chandra. Dreadfugue's kind of interesting. It's an Inquisition of Kozilek for 2 or less, but you can also pay 3 mana instead to make it hit anything. Or Outland Liberator. Oh, I should probably just take Outland Liberator. With Green Suns, it's a fetchable disenchant, and it's just a good card. All right, that seems fine. And then here there's Savannah, which turns Marsh Flats into untapped green. It's also Terra Sunder, which is a solid card, but I just took Outland Liberator. I have a Bitter Triumph. I think I can survive without it. I don't want Kaito or Othari. That's too many colors away. Just take a dual land. And then now I could take Xander's Lounge or Cankerbloom. Or Shifting Woodland, I suppose. But Treasure Cruise is kind of funny with the 3 fetches, but I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm going to take Xander's Lounge because all my lands can get it, and this now means that I can kind of just play 5 colors. Concealing Curtain's good, but I think Endurance is just awesome. It just really shores up your matchup against like graveyard decks. So I think having an access to Endurance is pretty good. All right. I've got like Duress, Outland Liberator, Endurance, Emperor Bones is like ways to fight some unfair decks. Against fair decks, I mean, Psychic Frog's just great. So is Nethergoyf. Here, I could take Witherbloom Apprentice because the Chain of Smog combo. I could take Sylvan or I could take Indotha Triumph. Indotha Triumph makes Mire into white, Delta into green, Marsh Flats into, well, it's already green. I'll take Indotha Triumph. I don't think Sylvan Library is that good. Oh, Beseiju is actually a pretty nice little pickup. Another kind of hate card. And even though I don't have as many untapped duels as I would like, pack 3, we could see some. We haven't seen that many actual duels so far. And if we found any white or red cards we wanted to play, could easily put them in. All right, yeah, I mean, Qasali Pridemage is totally legit. The double up on Liberator, I don't really need that. I'm glad I passed the Canker Bloom. Sylvan Library is nice with the 2 Mox. Well, it's not actually that good with Mana Crypt because of the life loss. The fetch lands are nice with it, but I have Night's Whisper. I don't know, I have Psychic Frog. I've got Undermountain Adventure. I have some pretty gassy cards here. Going to pack 3. Oh, I like both these cards. I kind of think I want K-Command here. And Dreadfugue. Perfect. That actually works out. Now I picked up another piece of Hand Disruption, and K-Command is just a really solid card. No power here. There's a Natural Order, but this isn't really a Natural Order deck. There's Underground Sea, but I don't even have, besides Psychic Frog, I have just 1 blue card. And these already get tapped blue. I can't really play Solitude, so I'm actually thinking Caustic Bronco is the pickup. It's not going to be Counterspell. I don't really think it's Elvish Mystic. Yeah, it's Caustic Bronco or Underground Sea. I think those are both better than Infernal Grasp. I'll go with the Bronco. I like go Broncos. Here there is Archon, but we're not doing anything like that. Plateau and Volcanic aren't really that appealing. I'm pretty much Sultai with like a K command that I can kind of play for free. Don't need Sylvan Safekeeper. So maybe I'll take Freebooter. Maybe I take Mishra's Bauble. I have 3 fetches. It's like a 0 mana cantrip, and I have another Nethergoyf. Yeah, that's actually fine. I just think Kitesail Freebooter has a decent chance of wheeling. So I will just go ahead and take Mishra's Bauble. Not the dream second pick. I would have loved, or I would love, because there's still a little time, to pick up like 1 more initiative creature, but we'll see. Qasali Pridemage, I guess I can cast pretty easily. I have a bunch of fetches. Here, there's an Alpha Deathclaw, a Baleful Strix, a Keenad Curator. Greaves in case I get Nadu, but I don't really want to bet on that. I think I'll take the Deathclaw. 6 mana, 6/6 Menace Trample. When it enters or becomes monstrous, destroy any permanent, including lands, which is sick. And monstrous for 7. So you just cast this, blow up their best thing. Next turn, make it a 10/10, blow up, their next best thing. This is the kind of meat this deck, I think, could use. And I'm not really in a position to play Force of Will, unfortunately. Though obviously I do love it. There's Paradise Druid is okay. I could take Crucible, but I don't. Without Strip Mine, I don't really like it that much. Malcolm is actually really great, but I don't have the easiest way of casting it. Yeah, I should probably just take Paradise Druid, I think. And Qasali Pridemage, I'm probably not going to want to run. Oh, there we go. Feywild Caretaker. This is another initiative card. This is what makes me very happy. I took Paradise Druid, and this is what I want to splash for. So slamming that over Elves of Deep Shadow or Arbor Elf. And Arbor Elf with Utopia Sprawl is nice, but Feywild Caretaker. All right, now that I've got the Caretaker and the Deathclaw, I feel like I don't need any more finishers. So I needed just a couple more things to round out. Maybe like the middle of the curve, like 3s and 4s. Another piece or 2 of Disruption would be nice. I mean, I'm still a couple cards short because right now I'm at 17 land plus the 2 mana artifacts. And I have like Utopia Sprawl and Paradise Druid. So I could use like 2 or 3 playables here, which I'm very easily going to get. There's lots of cards left in this pack. And this pack, well, I'm not taking Sneak. Generous Ascent doesn't actually look that great. It gets red, green, white lands. Oh, no, it gets black also. I guess it gets all 4. Okay. I kind of want Wrenn and 6 with 3 fetches, a Beseiju, and a Nurturing Peat land. I also have that Horizon Canopy. Yeah, I don't really care for Exploration. All right, Wrenn and 6, this actually is a pretty strong card. I would love to pick up another duel if I can. Oh, Tireless Tracker looks pretty good too. It's really good with Mana Crypt, all the fetches. We're not going to have double blue for Mystic Confluence. Blackleaf Cliffs isn't that enticing. Don't want Survival. Mental Misstep's okay, but Tireless Tracker looks great. And then now I kind of wouldn't mind Lingering Souls or Containment Priest. It's just another piece of gas. I guess I like Lingering Souls to protect the initiative. I have multiple ways to get initiative. Lingering Souls is very strong there. I don't think I want to stretch the mana for Omnath. I don't really need to do that. Okay, so now I'm actually in a spot where I either cut one or I could cut one rather. I guess I could take Botanical Sanctum, just a blue-green land. Doesn't have types, but still that's fine. And I don't really need Phantasmal Image. I'm already cutting cards. Kitesail Freebooter did wheel. Como World Eater seems pretty bad to me. I'm not a big fan of that one. Urborg isn't really that good. I don't think I need a Braid. So yeah, I'll take the Freebooter and maybe play it, maybe not. Same with Keenad Curator. I think I'll probably start that in the sideboard. And then now we're not getting anything else. So I would have liked to get a few more in the range of dual lands, but I think this still is going to work out pretty well. And I need to cut a card here. 2 cards, actually. I'm at 13, 14, 15. So I think I'm liking most of these creatures. I could cut Utopia Sprawl. Let me see my mana, because the problem is with Nurturing Peatland, Blooming Marsh, Boseiju, and Botanical Sanctum, those are a lot of non-forest green sources. Oh, I do like Arbor Elf with Utopia Sprawl. Maybe I can make that work. Well, or I just play neither. I mean, is probably the most likely outcome. And then I can maybe cut the Dread Fugue. I don't know how good that card is. I think I'd rather have Freebooter. I mean, I could have both, but I already have a Duress. So let's actually cut these, because I kind of feel like, yeah, I'm adding 4 lands. I'm just not going to have that many actual forests. I'll have 1, 2 untapped forests and a bunch of tapped forests. So yeah, let's just add basic lands. Hold on, let me go piles by color. And so I guess I probably want, I want Swamp and Forest. 1 Plains. I don't really need a Plains because of Savannah all that much. Initiative can get me a land. I think I need an island, yeah, because I need Delta to get an untapped blue. So, and then do I need a mountain? I probably don't need a mountain. I have Bloodstained Mire. Gets all tap lands. I guess I could play 1 mountain. All right. All right. I like how this looks. Let's see how this does. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's enough green, I think. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. I think we're doing okay on lands. All right. Let's get in there. All right. Time for round 1. The only bad thing about this hand is that I'm on the draw. Otherwise, I mean, this hand is just absurd. Turn 1, Ursine Monstrosity. Turn 2, Undermount Adventurer. Well, they're cooking. They're cooking. Oh, okay. I think my chances on the play would have been okay, though Paradise Druid's pretty weak. On the draw, I'm not loving this, but let's see how this goes, huh? Ursine Monstrosity. And then next turn, I mean, I get to, oh, you also do want to play this pre-combat because it's good to start by milling because it'll start stacking up the types. So what do they have? They have 5 mana right now. 2, yeah, that's a lot of mana. Okay, now their Mox Opal's on. So their top card, it wasn't something they could play, but they also don't want to exile. That's kind of interesting. Here, if I crack Polluted Delta, the Ursine Monstrosity is going to get 1 bigger, but then I'd have to get an untapped land, which cuts me off of red, because this can get Xander's Lounge, it can get tapped red, but it cannot get untapped red. So let's see what we draw here. I do like Outland Liberator. I'm still going to play the Undermount Adventurer, though. I think. Yeah, it's too good, and I don't think I'm going to use the Polluted Delta. I'll play this first, because if they have a counterspell, it'll make my Ursine Monstrosity bigger. All right, I take the initiative. I suppose here I could get red also. Saving fetch land for Springheart could be something as well. I'll just get red. This mills. If it mills a land, then it was the whole Pluto Delta thing was immaterial. All right, well, 5-5. Slam for 5. I mean, like I said, I have a great draw too. Let's see what their next turn is. I mean, if I go, I could Springheart and Antuco, Undermount Adventure, play Delta. Oh, they have something end of turn. Bowmaster's end of turn. Okay, so they're going to be able to steal the initiative. All right, interesting. But if I play this and then sack a fetch, I can actually pay twice, which means I can go, let's see, if I go to Forge here and I copy it twice, I go all the way to Archives maybe? I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they do. Okay, well, I'll block the actual orc itself. And they get the initiative. But I'm just going to take it back unless they have something. This has Trample. It's pretty big. They got a Swamp, sure. They got to shuffle for their Mystic Forge. Mystic Forge continues to be kind of bad. We'll see if they have something. All right. I mean, if they have like Upheaval or something here, Time Warp, yeah, it could be pretty bad for me. Just a lot of mana. Academy taps for 3. Toxic Deluge. And Urza. Those are their last 2 cards. I don't know what their Paradise Druid's doing in their deck, but yeah, all right, I guess I lose. I mean, Feywild Caretaker is pretty good. Let's do that. All right, I can get an island. Feywild Caretaker. That was quite the top deck, because now I have the initiative back. And I get a 1/1, because that's how Feywild Caretaker works. And I even get to Forge here to make the Caretaker a 5/6. What draws we got here, huh? Battle of 2 busted draws. I would have won easily on the play, I think, but I'm actually still kind of winning now. They have access to a bunch of cards between Mystic Forge and Urza. Hopefully they're just spinning Urza here and not casting something. Though, we'll see. They have to tap their Mystic Forge or their Academy if they want to do this, or their Construct. But I kind of assume they're not tapping their Construct, though. The Construct doesn't have a good attack. I guess they're going to want to block this Feywild Caretaker because it's also attacking next turn, because I'm trapping them down to 7 life. And maybe Springheart and Antucoing. Oh, Baleful Mastery. That was their draw? Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'll go to 6 here, and they get the initiative back. Okay. They get 2 counters on Urza, and they can still Mystic Forge, though they have yet to tap it because they've had the perfect card on top every turn, and they've yet to play something off it. Now they're going to tap it for a mana and spin Urza. All right, let's go. They hit Shadow Spear. Oh my god, that's also really good. All right. Yeah, let's draw. I have to start winning some flips here, too. All right, I won that flip. Duress, yeah, that doesn't do anything. Send for 1. Trap. And what am I going to do here? I think what I'm going to do is not cast Springheart, cast Outland Liberator, Lingering Souls, and then play a land. And then pass, and I can use the Outland Liberator to blow up Shadow Spear. After blocking is probably what I'm going to have to do. Note they didn't Mystic Forge on upkeep, but we'll see what that means. Hopefully they're spinning Urza here. Okay, they spin Urza. They hit Forest. All right, that's not so bad. Play the Forest. They're getting additional looks with Mystic Forge, but I don't really know. Their deck is weird. They have 3 controlling black cards. Bowmasters and Dealers are just great cards. Man, Baleful Master is not that good of a card generally. Like you play it if you're in black, but it's not like a reason to be in black. A Paradise Druid looks really odd, and then a bunch of artifact stuff. So who knows? Okay, and if they don't equip the Shadow Spear, I was going to say I could make a different play as well. All right, well, equipping the Shadow Spear forces me to crack the Springheart and Antuco, or the Outland Liberator, rather. Spinning Urza, it hit Imperial Seal. that one is not actually very good to cast. All right. Well, let's go ahead and block. Kill that. Try to win a flip. Because I am going to be very close to winning here, and I'm just going to have to... Oh, wait, no, I needed to block the Urza too. I'm an idiot. Okay. For some reason, I thought I could take the hit here, but let's see. Was I going to draw Paradise Druid? Yeah, it wasn't looking great, but obviously I should have just trumped with the Spirit token. I definitely want Qasali Pride Mage. Duress sounds decent still. Endurance doesn't look like it does that much. I don't think I want Dread Fugue. All right, let's battle. All right, I'm on the play, and I'm going to keep this hand. I'm going to play Commercial District on turn 1. Yeah, I really should have trumped there. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I got to get lucky to win here, but obviously getting trapped there, not ideal. I'm going to play turn 1 Commercial District, turn 2 Hexdrinker, Indotha Triome maybe. I just don't think it's worth it to go like Nurturing Peatland to play Hexdrinker on turn 1. Oh, they rolled to 5, all right. Also, if I find, I was going to say, Mox Ruby or Mana Crypt, this hand gets a lot better. Because the goal is going to be to Green Suns for Underman Adventure. I think I'm just going to play both my idiots here is what I'm going to do. Hexdrinker. Outland Liberator is kind of funny. If they don't play something, it flips, though, obviously. That's not the most likely. It is possible. I do have to watch out for Toxic Deluge. Geez, they have another Mox too. Okay. I didn't really anticipate the turn 2 Toxic Deluge, but sure, here we are. And Qasali Pride Mage. Let's go Indotha Triumph go. I'm going to Green Suns for Undermountain next turn. See what their play is. Grist. Okay. Well, that could end up going poorly for me. Oh, Alpha Deathclaw is pretty nice. So let's go land. Let's crack this. I guess I get Island here. Green Suns. X equals 4. Undermountain Adventure. And sure, I'll pick up a forest, I guess. So if they have another creature, they can take the initiative here, but then I can play Alpha Deathclaw next turn, and I think that's going to work out pretty well. Okay, that's not a creature. So they might just minus Grist to kill my Undermountain Adventure. That would not be so bad for me. I was kind of banking on they're not having tons of creatures in their deck. Oh, they're just going to plus it? Okay, I don't think that's going to work out great, but all right, let's go Forge on this. Mishra's Bauble. Let's bauble them. I'm kind of curious what they're drawing. Trop, okay. All right, well, this one I think we got this one. Let's attack them. No, let's attack Grist. I mean, they're going to chump either way, is my assumption, but attacking the Grist forces them to chump. Okay, and now Alpha Deathclaw, black and 1. And then I'm going to blow up, I think I just blow up the Grist here, because that's a lot more threatening. They've already used the Toxic Deluge. Let's play Qasali Pride Mage. All right. Good luck. They're drawing a Tropical Island. The card in hand is clearly not something too relevant. I mean, it could be something expensive. It could be like a Time Spiral, but I think they're just going to be looting here, which puts them in almost no-win position. I mean, are they literally dead next turn? If I make this monstrous and kill the insect token, they take 17 plus trap, 22. Yeah, that's a lot. Is monstrosity sorcery? I guess not. Cool. Let's go trap. Nug them. Draw. And send. And then I guess we'll monstrous this. Monstrosity 4. Oh, they Baleful Mastery, and I draw a card. All right. I guess they take 7 going down to 6. No, they're going to block there. And then I'm going to play Caustic Bronco. All right. Feel pretty good about this. They kind of got me with the Baleful Mastery, but not in a way that's going to cause them to win most likely. Okay, if they're looting, I just don't see that translating into a dub. All right, can I get game 3 here to make up for game 1? They discard a Caustic Bronco. Yeah, their deck is a little bit of a Sultai artifacts mishmash. Oh, they got moves? What do they got? No, they have a Mystic Forge. All right. Let's draw a card. And send. I guess I'll play Nethergoyf first to crew the Caustic Bronco. Okay. Attack. All right, that's lethal. Boom. Okay, going to game 3 on the draw. Still don't really want Dread Fugue or Endurance, I don't think. All right. And I don't think I have room for Horizon Canopy, so let's roll. Okay, well, this is just a mulligan. If I had black mana for Duress, I could consider it, but this hand is way too slow. And this hand, on the other hand, I will keep. I think I just put back in Dotha Triumph. It's mainly white source, but Beseiju seems like it could be good against them. Oh man, I hope I can Duress like a Mox and make the card the Imperial Sealed for not work. Definitely going to Duress here. Okay, Duress into Caustic Bronco is pretty nice. Baleful Mastery. Oh, they just tutored for a forest. Okay. I don't understand how this deck has Mystic Forge in it, but all right. There goes Paradise Druid. I mean, this is not going to go great for me, I don't think. I guess I still play Caustic Bronco here. They get to play Grist and make a token. Oh, they drew something else? Or they drew Urza or something? No, they just cast Grist this way? Huh. Oh, they're going to minus it. Oh, okay. I actually do have a Deathclaw in hand. I kind of don't mind that. Let's go land, Hex Drinker, Emperor of Bones. And Emperor of Bones. I guess the Caustic Bronco, sure. I mean, we'll see. If they have Toxic Deluge now, well, they don't because they plus this first. Okay. Oh, Ursine Monstrosity. That's interesting. The problem with that is if I play the Ursine Monstrosity, I don't kill Grist. I would kind of like to kill Grist here. Well, I could play this, attack Grist with both, and just trade Hex Drinker off. Then I'd kill Grist and have Ursine Monstrosity in play. Alternately, I could put Springheart on the Hex Drinker. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. And then make another Hex Drinker. All right, bestow on Hex Drinker here. Play this. And I could pay, I think I'm going to. I think making another Hex Drinker sounds good. And then I attack Grist here with 3-2 and a 2-2. Emperor of Bones, I'll get their big Baleful Mastery in case they have Snapcaster or something. And hopefully they don't have anything. They have Alpha Deathclaw and 1 unknown in hand. If they don't play a land this turn, it's going to be really nice for my Deathclaw capabilities. Oh, Revoker? They can name Hex Drinker. That's fine. They could also name Emperor of Bones, I suppose. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. They named Hex Drinker. Reasonable. Land would just be really nice here. Lingering Souls. Yeah, that doesn't do too much for me. I can put Grist into play, but that doesn't do much for me either. I think I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to exile the Grist. And I think I'm just going to attack with Emperor of Bones. And do I even want to attack with the Hex Drinker? Yeah. Trading a Hex Drinker for an insect token isn't like amazing, but could be okay. Dragon Curse also is bad. A land would have been fine or a cast would have been fine, but I guess this is the cost you pay when you play this many colors. And if they want to block Revoker on Emperor Bones, I'm also okay with that. Okay. They take 2. Then I play this post-combat. It's a little annoying to play this post-combat, but if I play it pre-combat, I can't attack with Emperor Bones without offering the Revoker trade, which I don't really want to do. I don't think leveling up Hex Drinker is that big of a loss. Mana Vault would be such an annoying draw. Oh, yes, they drew a Mystic Forge. Don't play a Mox off it, I swear to God. All right, exile a Swamp. Mystic Forge. Oh, it's going to win me the game. That lands or spells are both good for them. They managed to draw something that was neither. Okay. And I drew a Marsh Flats, so let's go Marsh Flats. Let's crack it. I'm not going to make any Hex Drinkers here. I don't need to do that. Let's just get Savannah. I'm going to spend my mana this turn. Token. Let's cast Lingering Souls. The reason I want to cast it first is, oh, I guess I already have a sorcery in my graveyard for Ursine Monstrosity. Well, that is why I wanted to cast it, but we're going to go, I guess this has to go before the Ursine Monstrosity. Let's see. What do I flip? A Mana Crypt, so it's like a 6/6 now. All right. Send with these. Happy to trade Revoker for Hex Drinker here. Oh, they're going to block that. Okay. Let's adapt it and I guess put a Grist into play. And it's going to get exiled end of turn. But first I'm going to make a token. And I guess if they have Night's Whisper or Toxic Deluge now, they can Deluge for 4, go to 2, and then my Springheart gets to attack them and I get to flashback Lingering Souls. Exile. See, imagine if they drew Pentad Prism last turn. Oh, they didn't need to exile it. They could just play Pentad Prism off the top. MVP, Mystic Forge. You love to see a little bit of justice. I say justice when I threw game 1, but still. On to the next, shall we? All right, I am on the play here. This is about as bad as a Mox hand gets, but I actually think I will keep it. I've got a Surveil land, and I've got a Nethergoyf, so let's just play Indatha Triome. And then I can play Nethergoyf on 2. Or maybe I should have kept that to cycle. I don't know. Oh. That's kind of annoying, I guess. Commercial District. Graveyard the Mana Crypt. Play Nethergoyf. I'm going to wait on the Mox, of course. Yeah, I should have just cycled into all the Triome. This deck does usually want to put its Triomes into play, but in this particular instance would have been nice. Here, let's go Marsh Flats. Crack this. Get Savannah. Play Mox Ruby. Pay. And then send for 3 or 2 here, and then try to block Esper Sentinel with Endurance. Seems pretty reasonable. They have a Cathar Commando or something. Felia. Felia is actually not so bad because of the aforementioned Endurance. If they don't have like a Swords to Plowshares or something, it's going to get them pretty good. That's so brutal. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to let this happen. Because if I play Endurance, they'll just blink the Endurance, and that just is not going to work that well. All right, I just take the damage, and then next turn I'll try to do this. I'm just going to pass. I feel like I'm pretty behind. I mean, I drew a spell, which was nice, but I didn't have a lot of action here, so I think trying to pick up free cards is going to be my best chance to win. I'll flicker the Nether Goyf. I'm going to cast Endurance. I mean, if they have the swords here, then yeah, they got the swords. Or Reprieve. Wow. Having the Mox not get blown up pre-combat was so bad for me. It's just spiraled downwards. All right. Well, doesn't look like I was going to be in necessarily great shape anyway, but certainly not now. Okay, Bitter Triumph is not bad. Let's actually play Ursine Monstrosity, because it's not like they're not going to run the attacks into Endurance anyways. Damn, they just kind of have it all, huh? Unfortunate. Yeah, Ursine Monstrosity down. I'll pay 3. No, I'm actually going to discard this Polluted Delta to kill Felia here. Unfortunately, I have to give them a card. But now they can't attack me. And then if I just draw some spells, like if I draw Feywild Caretaker here, yeah, maybe we got something going. Could be cooking. Let's see. What if I draw Island? Let's... Yeah, well, I'm going to send. I really don't love it, but I feel like sitting there is not going to work because they have 3 cards in hand and they're about to crack a clue and I have nothing but an Endurance. If they don't have an answer to Endurance, they still can't really attack me. So they're wisely not using Loran here. I just feel like I need to try to at least get the game somewhat over with. Oh, hold on. Let's try to play right for the first turn of my life. All right. In response, I'm going to play Endurance and target them. So at least their Felia is gone. They could attack into Endurance with like Thraben Sentinel, Esper Sentinel, Thraben Inspector, Esper Sentinel, I suppose. Or they could hold them back to block. Oh. Okay. Oh. And pitching Solitude here? All right, I don't actually know that that's that great of a play, because they could have just cast Solitude to great effect later. All right, we're done. We're done. Well, I don't think I was going to win that game, but certainly the way I played it didn't give me the best shot. I kind of think I want to take Outland Liberator out, but the problem is I don't actually have a great thing to add in its stead. Dread Fugue is just not that good of a card. Duress is also a card I don't really want in the deck. I kind of just want a Keenad Curator instead. All right, I think I'll do that. I'm on the play. Mulligan. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll keep. I think I'm going to put Emperor of Bones back. It's just not doing much for me here. Feywild Caretaker can actually win me a game. They mulligan as well. All right. Let's play this. Pass. Oh my god, okay. Can I just draw a Mana Crypt or a Mox? Oh, Tireless Tracker. The problem is I don't have anything to Green Suns for. I think I'm just going to cast Springheart Nantuko here and then hope to draw a land next turn. It's going to be my jam. I think I'm just losing this game though. I mean, I kept a land heavy hand last game. That was certainly a decision I made. This game I mulliganed, and I guess I'm probably just not going to play a land on turn 3 and then just lose. Oh, I drew a land. A pleasant surprise. All right. Let's just pass the turn. I think they have Reprieve here. We'll see. Unless they had Felia, which they luckily did not. So now if they attack, I'm going to cast Endurance. They're surely, if they attack with Ocelot Pride, they're surely going to cast Reprieve here. It would be crazy, or have a removal spell. But that just means I can block Ocelot Pride with these two, and it actually works out fine. Trade Springheart Nantuko. I mean, it actually ended up being that we traded Springheart for Ocelot Pride. We each got a token out of the deal. It's fine with me. Another land here? Oh, they did that even with the Giver coming? That was a mistake, I think. Nice. Now I can go Tireless Tracker. Play a land, make a clue. Drawing these lands has gotten me back into this game for sure. Giver is still going to be pretty annoying the way this game's going to play out, but all right, so that's also pretty annoying. Let's draw a land. Let's just keep going. No. I'm going to crack my clue then. Hope for more lands. All right, land is not bad. And another goif and then crack a clue. And pass the turn. I mean, I could have left Blooming Marsh untapped so I could, if I drew a land, play Endurance. But a lot of my lands produce green, and also, I guess that I didn't really need the red off Xander's Lounge is probably the biggest thing. The Ocelot Pride is not the worst. Okay. Take it. I go to 15 and then end of turn, crack a clue. Draw. Ooh, Ursine Monstrosity is not bad. Actually, still wouldn't hate drawing a land here. That is a land. Crack Savannah. And let's go Ursine Monstrosity here. Leaving up Endurance, which, again, they know about. Mill for 1. I don't think attacking is going to work out this turn. I mean, the problem is they had Giver of Runes, so, like, it just makes any attack not that profitable. I actually don't think this is too bad. No, what is this? Oh, Cycling Eagles. Okay. That would have been not that bad to cast, honestly. They have 3 cards in hand. I mean, there's a lot of cards like Winds of Abandon or Parallax Wave that would break the game wide open, but this isn't like the worst. All right, I'll cast the Endurance here. And I think I'll Endurance them, sure. Block. These bounce off each other. But next turn when I play Feywild Caretaker, they are going to need a removal spell to take the initiative. Ooh, I want to leave an island untapped, or I guess Xander's Lounge is fine. So I can play Psychic Frog as well here. Because I do have a swamp left to get. Oh man, they're going to Solitude me. I can feel it. Swamp, land, make a clue. Psychic Frog. And then I guess the Ursine Monstrosity has to get in here. Mill Mountain. All right. Guess I can attack with another Goif too. Sure. Solitude. Yeah. Exile Feywild Caretaker. Oh, they're exiling that? That's not a very good play. Okay. I mean, they're going to gain a bunch of life here, but if the Feywild Caretaker seems way more important. All right, well, I'm not going to kill the Thraben Inspector because of Sarah Paragon, so let's just go like this. I don't really care about my Netherglyph dying all that much. Okay, I am confused by this play, but let them cook, I guess. I mean, if they have another removal spell, then it's still pretty good. If they don't really have an attack with Sarah Paragon anymore. I guess they're going to get to make some tokens here, but they're going to have to use... Either way, I'm losing my dragon token, so my little fairy dragon, so I might as well make them use Giver of Runes here. And they're going to get to replay... Oh, wait, no, they're not going to get to replay Ocelot Pride. The thing's already been Paragoned. We getting out of this? Or did they just think they could give their Ocelot Pride protection? But that also didn't work because I had multiple different things that could block it. All right. I guess they're going to gain 2 life here. And they managed to not kill my my fairy token with their Sarah Paragon. Was really that it? If they're just passing the turn here, that was a... Do they have a Wrath or something? Like, what is going on? Council's Judgment here? Oh no, Archon of Emeria. Okay, that's kind of not that great here. Wow. They really managed to play that turn extremely badly. And I can say that as someone who also manages to play turns extremely badly from time to time. Okay, Forge is where I think I want to go, and I think I'll put it on the Fairy Dragon. Outland Liberator, that doesn't do much for me. I think I'm going to get the Death Claw. The Claw. And I'm going to want to make some attacks here. So let's go... Tireless Tracker. Yeah, it actually seems reasonable to attack with this thing. They're going to block it with like Solitude or something. No, they're just going to take 5. Green Sun Zenith. Could get Undermine Adventure, but this seems way better. Alpha Deathclaw. Blow up Sarah Paragon because they tapped their Giver runes. End of turn, make another flyer. I mean, they're like getting to needing Parallax Wave right away sort of territory here. Glimmerlands? Is not going to do a whole lot. Actually, I should turn out... I can't actually F6 with a Psychic Frog out. Okay. Gonna move it to the Solitude. And then attack here. Cash these in for a card. All right. Well, they sure threw that one in the garbage. I like to see that. Do I want Arbor Elf? On the draw, maybe instead of Night's Whisper, I just want the greedy Arbor Elf, because I just think Night's Whisper is probably not going to do the trick. All right, Nether Goyf also I could have maybe taken out, but I don't know. All right, let's just have a nice Mana Crypt hand. That's a nice Mana Crypt hand. I guess I can't ask for much more. Let's just hope they don't have a 1-drop. Turn 1, Ursine Monstrosity. Okay, that's at least not Ocelot Pride or Giver. Turn 2, Undermine Adventure. I mean, this is the draw, right? The draw that we lost with the other game. Oh, good, I milled a card I couldn't cast. I would like to see that, too. Let's see what they got. Cracking the Clue? I like seeing that. All right. Lost the flip. Play on Black Source. Now I think I feel pretty good at just getting a forest here. I don't want to do it before I mill, because I actually don't want to mill the forest. All right, now this has to attack. Hopefully no Solitude. I mean, if they have a removal spell, they get to take the initiative back, but then I just get to retake it. And if they play something like an Outland Liberator, this is going to be real bad for them. All right, well, hopefully they don't have Ephemerate here. Okay. Yeah, that's good. If they have 2 removal spells this turn, then I guess congrats. Like if they can now Council's Judgment, but what am I going to do about that? I guess next turn I can play 2 creatures. That's something. The Ursine Monstrosity can attack for a lot. Oh, Luris. Okay. I lost the flip. I think I just want this thing to get the counters because it does trample. Forge on this. I'm just kind of moving all in on this, and then Bronco, Liberator. Play the forest, I guess. Pass the turn. Luris wasn't the strongest play, so that at least is nice. And boom, we got there. Oh man, what a messy match. I should not have won game 2. I don't think. I think if they just Solitude my Feywild Caretaker and then they take the initiative, like they just win. But you know, That's neither here nor there, and we're moving on to the finals. All right, here on the draw, the Luis Mir. This hand's okay. I have Freebooter into Night's Whisper, which is like a pretty reasonable sequence of events. I don't have green yet, but I'll have some time to draw it. Oh, the Nethergoyf Mirror too. Oh, there's green. All right, well, I'll still play the Xander's Lounge, but Blue Marsh was a nice little draw. Yeah, I mean, I think I still am just going to go turn 2, Kite Sail Freebooter. Oh, look at them feeding their Nethergoyf. How big is that going to be? Could be a 2/3 off that if they put like an enchantment creature in the graveyard. Oh, they did not. All right. Bitter Triumph. Also not a bad draw, but I think this is going to help me figure out what I want to do. They kept the card on top. Infernal Grasp, Unmarked Grave. I guess I'll take Infernal Grasp. Okay, looks like red-black Reanimator. And then they can unmark Grave here. No, they're casting something else. Luris. Oh, I'm just going to kill that before they can unmark Grave. Land. Nethergoyf. I actually am not going to kill it yet because I'm not worried about a counterspell, and it would be nice if they cast Unmarked Grave because they're going to... They don't have to get what they were originally going to get because I'm going to kill it in response, so they don't have to get something cheap. But let's say they drew a reasonable play, like a 3-mana play. It'd be much better for me if they cast Unmarked Grave, expecting to get to play the card off Luris, right? Like the Unmarked Grave for like a 2-mana play. This is insane behavior. Okay. What just happened? Yeah, all right. I mean, I guess if they have a 0 they can get... Oh, Thoughtseize? All right, well... Kill Luris now. I don't understand that play at all. They were giving up the... I mean, maybe they really thought I had a removal spell. Now I don't really care what they take because my hand is a bunch of gas cards. I do need to draw a land. So I guess what they could do is they could take Night's Whisper and bank on me not drawing a land, but... I'm not too concerned about that. They're going to have a 3/4 Nethergoyf, and I'm going to have probably a 2/3 Nethergoyf. Actually, definitely a 2/3 Nethergoyf, because I could have a 3/4 Nethergoyf, actually, if they take the Springheart. I don't think that's going to happen. All right. They took Tireless Tracker. Sure. I'm kind of confused by everything that's going on, but that's all right. All right. Land? Land is nice. Now, I could Night's Whisper. I could also Springheart Nantuko. What if I make another Freebooter? Oh, wait, I can't make a copy of it. Or in that case, I'm going to Springheart Nantuko. I'm going to want to do this first. So let's see. Who do I bestow my gifts upon? I think the Kitesail Freebooter is already going to be targeted by removal is kind of the problem. I could put it on the Nethergoyf, making a bunch of Nethergoyfs. That seems fine. And then play a land, make a token. Night's Whisper to make that Nethergoyf even larger. All right. Slam for 5. They can Unmarked Grave now. Arena of Glory. They're going to haste something up here? No, they're casting the Unmarked Grave. So they have Swamp and Unknown in hand. I mean, if they now just like Unmarked Grave for Archon and then reanimate it, then yeah, that's bad. But they couldn't have had that last turn or they would have gone for it. They wouldn't have cracked their Fiery Islet. So I don't really know what's happening. Decent chance I'll want to chump with the Insect token on the Nethergoyf this turn, but we'll see. Okay, there's the Archon. Yeah, I think that's fine. Psychic Froggerto, huh? Hit for 5. Make a token. Green Suns for 4. Oh, actually, I'm kind of winning by a lot. I'm just going to get Endurance, and Endurance their Archon. It also makes their Nethergoyf tiny. They have a Swamp in hand. I could have gotten Undermountain. Obviously, that's what I was thinking about getting, but then if they animate or Corpse Dance, God forbid, the Archon, I just lose. Whereas now, like, their outs to win have to be so much smaller. All right. Finally, he makes a good play. Look, we're getting back in the swing of things. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Keen-Eyed Curator I do want in. Dreadfugue, I still don't really like the idea of that. Duress is just okay, but I think it's worth keeping in. Diamond Endurance is definitely good. I could take out Island Liberator. I didn't see any artifacts or enchantments, I don't think. All right. Oh, this is a pretty nice game with two-hand. Hi, Jules. I've got a turn 2 Psychic Frog if I draw blue or black, because I'm going to get a Xander's Lounge on one. Though it's kind of funny. Well, let me see what I draw here, because if... Because I also might want to play a turn 2 Keen-Eyed Curator. No, I'm fine playing the Nethergoyf. Also, playing Curator before having anything to hit is a little weak against a deck with removal, and it's my only green card for Endurance, and if they go for like a Turbo Animate, then that would be good. So we'll see what they've got. They got their Thoughtseize again. A Night's Whisper, all right. Let's get Xander's Lounge here. Oh my, okay. Mana Crypt is amazing. I don't think I'm going to play it because of Thoughtseize. Or rather, if I play it because of Thoughtseize, they could just Thoughtseize Feywild Caretaker, then the Mana Crypt doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't outcast any of those. So since I kind of need both these, I'll just wait on the Mana Crypt, hope they don't Thoughtseize me, and by not playing it, I don't run into Kolaghan's Command or Embereth Shieldbreaker or any of the artifact removal cards. Yeah. That's fine. They should still probably just take the Feywild Caretaker is my guess. Kind of a bummer they drew Thoughtseize, but what can you do? They took Endurance. Okay. And then they didn't play anything? All right. I'm going to take the risk here. I'm going to play the Feywild Caretaker. If they had played a land, I might have just played Keen-Eyed Curator, but if I do this and then I get... I guess Swamp. Yeah, it's got to for sure be Swamp. Hit for 2, because now I can play Psychic Frog. But more importantly, I can play Keen-Eyed Curator and Emperor of Bones and have multiple pieces of Graveyard Hate. The Emperor of Bones isn't like real Graveyard Hate or instant speed Graveyard Hate, like in the sense that if they Entomb, Reanimate in the same turn, I can't do anything about it. But they have like... I don't think maybe they don't know how fast Feywild Caretaker is, but they got like a turn here to do this. Otherwise, I play the Keen-Eyed Curator they know about. Yeah, I don't think that might have been just like a risky move by them. Maybe they're 1 mana off of doing it. Because the problem is they took Endurance, but they know I can just cast this. I already had double green. So unless they had a plan to stop the Curator, they should have just taken the Feywild Caretaker and tried to play a longer game. But who knows? Look, I certainly have been playing perfectly, so let he without sin cast the first stone and all that. I'll just cast my initiative creatures and they'll paper over any mistakes I could make. Though honestly, this shouldn't have worked in the last round. I don't understand that Solitude play was just bananas. So followed by chump attacking with the Ocelot. Hey, sometimes it works out. I mean, if they have a way to kill the Keen-Eyed Curator, that's like another thing, but Goblin Crater Maker, that's their play? All right, good luck, I guess. I'll take another Forge, the Fairy Dragon. Let's see. How do I want to cast these things? Oh, I just don't cast Emperor Bones this turn. That's actually pretty easy. Because now I'm just going to go Psychic Frog plus Keen-Eyed Curator. Jumping? Okay. And pass the turn. And then I have the mana up to use the Keen-Eyed Curator. Not that they're even close to assembling anything. And once again, you just got to get the practice draft out of the way, and then you get the trophy, you see? that worked last time, and it worked this time. This deck was, I mean, it was Mana Crypt and Initiative. That was a big part of it. It was a 5-color deck because those 3 fetch lands kind of pulled it together. I had not that many instances of spells that I couldn't cast. I mean, it did happen some, but I also got 5 colors worth of powerful cards, right? I mean, Psychic Frog and Caretaker in blue, Lingering Souls in white, plus the sideboard Pride Mage. K-Command and Red and 6, which I never cast in red. But, I mean, you see in a green beatdown deck, Earthside Monstrosity is a 3-mana 6/6 or 7/7 a lot of the time. Obviously, Undermine Adventure and Feywild Caretaker are just nuts cards. The black cards are all pretty decent too, and then having Mana Crypt and a Mox kind of just sped me up as much as I needed. So it's worked out pretty nicely. All right, well, that'll do it for today. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to try to get in another no-holds-barred vintage cube here before it goes down. But even after it does, I think we'll be drafting a cube somewhat like this on the server, so I'll probably get back to doing that. And as I've mentioned, kind of taper, or rather, ramp up the videos, but you know, that'll happen as it happens. So I appreciate you hanging out with me as always, and you know what? I will be back the next time I do a cube draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.